So Tanjiro's training in episode 3 of Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, here today, that we get a chance to see him go through the motions, go through the highs and the lows, and in the in-betweens of his training that definitely took him to another level. And this is what was very interesting that I found about this episode, guys. So as we see here in episode 3, Tanjiro is literally going through basically the basics of his training, through this forest, up and down this hill, over and over and over again, literally going through a lot of the same things that he was basically going through in last week's episode, with Mr. Uru. I'm just gonna say Uru because I can't pronounce it, his trainer's name at the, with how long it is. But anyway, we see him going through the even though it's just the same training, it's still rigorous in itself. He still has to deal with the flying tree stump. He's still jumping over these ropes tied around these trees. Basically death from above with these knives flying at him every which way, literally. Then we notice a new trap here set by Mr. Euro with a hole and knives at the bottom of it. Now this one, as far as my memory is concerned, this is a new trap that was set, and he pretty much gets caught up in it. Where he's basically talking about him carrying his sword around, that's kind of hindering him during his training. But I still thought that this was a funny moment here in episode 3 during his training, where he gets caught and he's dangling from up in the air, several feet above the air like that. But I just thought that this was really, really funny, guys. Now, I do absolutely love the fact that Mr. Euro literally boots Tanjiro into the water down below, because he's teaching him how to become one with water, and the 10 techniques of treating his body like water, basically. But this spot here was really, really hilarious of him kicking him into the water, guys. Really funny. Now, I do love the fact that we do see Tanjiro here when in the midst of him training, a little bit later on in the episode, when he meets Makomo and Sabuto here, that he puts in even more work, rigorous training for his body, doing push-ups and sit-ups, and even, of course, doing basically push-up handstands here. That is really, really cool to see him do that, even more so here. A little bit different, shifting his training even more, because we've been so used to seeing him in the forest a lot more, and instead of like right next to the Mr. Euro's home here, doing some rigorous training here too. It was really cool to see, guys. So a lot of things that happened in episode 3 of Demon Slayer, guys, as far as his training is concerned, Tanjiro's training, that I just love the fact that, it kind of reminds me of a saying that I would tell a lot of people at work a lot of times, that it basically saying, like, if you do something for 30 straight days, eventually it becomes a habit. And for Tanjiro, a lot of this stuff became a habit. It became something he got used to doing over time, literally within a 6 months time frame, half of a year. But we sit here and watch him go through the many motions of his rigorous training to get to a specific level, before getting to eventually an even better level at the end of the episode, which I'm going to talk to you all about in another video to come right after this, within the hour. But basically, guys, that this training of Tanjiro was really good. It was inspiring, even, because a lot of times in anime, they're doing rigorous trainings like this. We both, us the viewer and the character, and us watching the character go through the training that they need to get to the next level, or get to another level. Definitely, in my view, it definitely helps the both of us to enjoy the character a lot, to see them go through stuff, and ultimately see them get to a specific level, and ultimately even probably inspires us to be a better person, to do something even more, or go beyond our own current levels in life. But Tanjiro's training was cool to see, was great to see, But you know, like I said, I got another video coming up within the hour talking about something specific that I'm questioning, but more so just wondering about. But we'll talk about that in that video. But as for this video, let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. What did you all think of it? Let's talk about some things in the comments section if you feel up to it, and I will talk to you all on the next Demon Slayer video. Peace, guys.